Welcome to For the Plot, number 27.
We got a bunch of spicy, controversial questions for y'all today.
Yeah,
Did
we
I say
wanted
that
to.
right?
No. Controversial. We want to go over some topics, some things that are trending, things that might like grab some traction, because we're dying.
He's dying.
No.
I'm alive and I'm well.
No,
Every day I wake up.
The Patreon's dying. Okay. We're losing members. No, I'm just kidding.
It's because we're not in a bunch of drama. We're not flowing in everything and flowing through the drama.
We're
Drama
trying to
makes money.
grow up and we're trying to move forward.
Trying to switch the whole algorithm up a little bit. We're not in a bunch of drama. We're just doing our own thing, talking about our own stuff, talking about our own controversial stuff that we think in our own minds.
Yep.
And
so I will start off with Daddy Trump being back in office. There's a few policies that I think are potentially bothering some people. First off, we can start with the abortion.
We just talked about that in the last one.
Yeah, we did, but
I would
he's
say
now speaking about how he's leaving it up to the state.
He's always spoken about that. I would say more of that's not really. I mean, it's relevant because it's very important, but he's been preaching that his whole time he was running. It was mostly, in my opinion, I think the thing that I just seen today was one of my buddies showed me.
The IVF treatments.
Yeah, I think what's it called?
IVF treatment.
IVF. I couldn't. Where they donate sperm and all that and help people that can't have babies have babies. I think that's awesome. I think him making it mandatory for insurance companies to pay that, I think is awesome. And I think it's the government having to pay that is great. I think that's perfect. That shit's expensive. Like, I've literally had someone offer me, I think it was like $10,000 or $20,000 for me to have sexual intercourse with their wife to get her pregnant because she couldn't have babies, or he couldn't produce babies. And I was like, at first I was like a contract, and then I was like, wait, hold up, I'm not doing that. And then there's that.
Yeah,
and
that
that
was sit right with my conscience.
Yeah, because it's like I have a kid, but I get what people do. Like they donate sperm to like the sperm. What's it called? Sperm donors.
Bank.
Sperm bank, whatever.
Yeah.
I get that part, but I don't see like me like physically getting with someone's wife just because they can't have kids.
Maybe that's just their kink.
Maybe they're like a cook.
Yeah.
And wear like feathers on their back and shit, like angel wings. But yeah. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. That was a good one. I got more. I got a lot more. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received about relationships or friendships? What's the best piece of advice you've ever received about relationships or friendships?
I have no idea, honestly. I feel like that shit
Let shit be. I think let shit be is just perfect.
I think it's meant to be if it's meant to be. Really, that's the only one that's ever really stuck with me. But, I've probably received so much information that it just stuck with me, and now it's like more of a common, normal thing for me. So, like, I don't even think, I don't know, honestly. I guess just growing up and knowing right from wrong. And
I think it's important for like both sides to also grow together, whether they're friends or their relationships or like anything. I think it's important if one person's growing and this person's not, shit's just gonna like collide and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be healthy. There's that. Which trend do you think is overrated and which do you wish you can catch on more? Like what trend do you think is overrated? Whether it's like clothing, TikTok trends, huh?
I got it when you asked the first time. I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really like a trend follower. I don't think. I kind of just do my own thing.
I'm saying one to have to do with you is the squatted trucks. I think that shit's fucking.
I mean, I did that
when it was like this. When the trucks are like this, I think that shit's way overrated. I think it's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, overrated now. I feel like it kind of died off, but there's still a lot of people pushing it and doing it and stuff. But
all like the younger, like the 19-year-old dudes.
I definitely started it back in the day, for sure.
Bro, Bo Lundy started that shit, bro.
I mean, they all did. I'm not saying that they didn't.
Marshall
I'm
Evans.
saying, like, when I started that truck club, I mean, there was already a few truck clubs out, but, I mean, realistically,
what was it, Dope Empire?
That was mine, yeah. Dope Empire, Dope Illustrations, Stunna Empire, Coastal Leanin', like, bro, there was so many freaking.
Do you miss that shit?
It was a great time.
I've
Dude.
been to a couple of these truck meets, and they're pretty damn
It's just
fun.
a huge party, and it's
Yeah, it is.
it's good ways to interact with people that are again interested in the same things that you love to do.
And it's just like a bunch of like degenerate kids with like beat up trucks or
Not
some,
all.
some nice.
Not all of them.
Not every one of them. They're
There's a
all
lot
bunch
of really cool
degenerates.
people.
But yeah, no, they're awesome. They're a bunch of dope people. But I think it is, shitting. It's just like the cops are shitting on it. The cops don't like it. That's killing it all. I think it's just dying out because of the new laws and all that extra stuff. And the kids really don't care. But I mean,
Yeah. I
I
don't
sound
know.
like a
People.
grandpa.
I think a lot of the things that ruined it for me was just the people, like all the fighting and
Oh
just
yeah, like shooting at a truck meet.
the
like,
shooting, yeah, man, everything. It's so mature and it just ruins it for a lot of people. But I definitely don't want to be around. Like I don't want to bring my fucking girlfriend to that, dude. Like I don't want to bring my mom doesn't want to show up to that shit. Like it just I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. But one of the topics I have is the things that are going on with political protests worldwide. How do you feel about the power of social media and organizing and promoting with these movements? Like,
oh, I don't want to
like
speak on it too
again,
much.
again with like the big influencers and stuff, like Taylor Swift endorsing Kamala Harris or
She's not an influencer. I think she's more of like a,
superstar. But that's an influencer. I mean, she
Phew.
influences these people.
Influence me.
Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like these people can use their fan base to vote for the things that they believe in, which is there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like none of these people. I can guarantee you, at least more than half of their fan base isn't doing enough research for it to really matter.
But they don't care, dude. They're like,
know they
oh,
don't. That's
they're
what I'm
gonna
saying.
vote for them, so I'm gonna vote for them. But yeah, I think it is a little controversial. I think it's dumb that you don't have your own beliefs because you're not like a human being. You're just a bot walking around this world, and you just follow.
Not
everything.
even really that. I feel like just like
No, there's
our
just a bunch of
generation.
bots.
It's our generation and the
Yeah, a
younger
bunch of bots.
generation that is just now able to vote, not doing enough research on the policies and stuff that these future presidents' electants should be about. It just doesn't really make sense to me.
I think Bryce Hall shit was hilarious. He was shutting down them like the little furries
Snowflakes.
all over. I was gonna say snowflakes, but I didn't want to sound too much like a,
Hater.
uh,
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying.
whatever they call me in the comments. But yeah, I thought he endorsed it pretty solid because he was doing it as a joke at first, I think, and then it got like more serious because like the furries that like argue
Everybody
all,
was hating on that man.
all over, and then he turned out to be like right, and it was awesome. But
One thing that I actually love so much is that Joe Rogan wasn't really like Joe Rogan was like in the middle. He didn't really care, And then he actually decided to have Trump on his podcast, and when they talked, like I think it was like a few days after the early
didn't
election
watch it.
started, it was so good.
yeah, I didn't watch it.
After the early election started, Joe Rogan endorsed him, which I think was huge because
What does it mean when you endorse them though?
Like, he's saying that he's going to vote for Trump.
Oh yeah. Let's get another question. Start talking about the Orange Man. Should there be a limit to free speech, or do you believe it should be unrestricted no matter the consequences?
I believe it should be unrestricted no matter the consequences. There's a reason why we have a law for free speech, an amendment, and I do believe that there is a limit of it at the same time. I think, but that's just more so of like a respectful thing. But I mean, you give respect where respect is given.
Yeah, I think you should be able to say whatever you want, but you say it to the wrong person, you might get punched in the mouth. So it comes to that point where, like, yeah, you can have free speech. I think anybody should have free speech. It's a free country, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
You can have freedom of speech, but there's some places that, like, you're not allowed to do it at just
you
because
can't
of
walk
rules.
into
A courthouse.
Chirac and just say the N-word as a white man. Like, that's not freedom of speech. You're just gonna get beat the shit out of or shot.
I'm speaking more of like not like racism or anything like that. I'm speaking on like
I
like
would.
certain scenarios. Like yeah, but there's people cussing at cops and stuff like that. But like the cops are in their public space and they are meant to protect their public space. That's what our tax dollars pays them to do. But what I'm trying to get at is like when you're in a courthouse or something and you're speaking to a judge and you start cussing the judge out and saying rude things and things that really don't pertain to the whole entire scenario, but like just like respectfulness is what I'm trying to get at. Like there's some surroundings that you just don't do those types of things at.
I would say pretty much, yeah, your surroundings of what you're doing or what you're saying. But what's your next question?
With the elections that just happened, do you feel like your voice is being heard, and how do politicians better connect with our generation?
I think everybody's voice is heard, but to an extent, nobody's voice is really heard. It's all going to come down to people who vote, and yeah, not many people are, say I voted for them. Like if you go to like if you go to like the, what's it called, when you go to vote, that place.
Ballot?
Yeah, if you go to like place your ballot, like nobody's gonna be screaming, "Oh, I just voted for Trump, just voted for Kamala." Like nobody's gonna be screaming that shit.
There is a lot of people that do that though.
Yeah, but they're just idiots.
I think
it's dumb. I think everybody should keep their vote to themselves unless it's people that they know and hang out with or family. Other than that, I don't think anybody else cares about their vote.
my stand on that is that, and this is another reason why I do like Trump, is because he connects with Gen Z and our generation in general through social medias. His team really kind of not like stays knocked down on that. Like, what was it? How Elon bought over or not Tesla, bought over Twitter and made it X and unbanned Trump and everybody else. Like
Banned his ex-wife. That shit was awesome.
I mean, it's just like the things that they do for each other. They promote on social media, so they do hear you guys. They, especially when there's like a big movement towards it, like not even a social media movement, but when people are saying something enough, it gets seen. And I can't really quite say that for Kamala, but the only reason I could is because there's like a big furry movement and transgender and stuff like that. I don't really understand it, but hey, like you guys do you.
I will speak on one thing, and with like the whole transgender community, I would say I liked what Jeffree Star said. I was scrolling through one of my buddies' T-page things he had, and he was battling Jeffree Star on TikTok. And Jeffree Star literally said, he's like, "I'm gay as fuck. I don't care about none of this LGBTQ, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even know what none of that shit means, blah, blah." And he's like, I was gay way before there was a he, him, he, she, them, all that shit. He's like, that's all bullshit, all this. And I was like, damn, that's kind of facts. Like, what is all this shit? Like, you're gay. Like, who cares? Like, you're straight. You like having a wiener and, getting with other girls that have wieners too. Like, cool, who cares? Like, shit. I mean, it ain't gonna affect me. Like, until it affects me, I'm not gonna, have my say in that. And I think it's gonna be just funny. Yeah. But, yeah, and I don't really give a fuck about any of it. I think it's all for show. I think if you're gay, you're gay. Like, who cares? Don't make it your whole personality. You'll be alright. In this world, this tragic, hard world we live in.
With everything changing so fast in society, what are you feeling about like the options and career paths going now?
Oh, I think it's great. I think I'm excited because I was waiting for this election to see what happens with like inflation and interest rates. I've been really heavy on interest rates, so I'm curious of what's going to actually happen. All because like my experience with like trying to get loans and my car loan. Like I've had different experiences with it, and it's all just horrible. Like I'm ready to see some change in like that and different jobs like for other people to do. The more jobs there is, the more. Oh shit! I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just bullshitting right now.
The more jobs, the lower the inflation rate's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
There's more.
Yeah, I'm excited for all that.
What else is there? This was a good one. Are schools doing enough to prepare kids for jobs and challenges of the future, or are they out of touch with everything?
No, they're way out of touch with everything. I went to 12 years of school. I graduated from high school. I got my, diploma in high school, and that's all. I didn't go to college. It's not that I don't believe in college. I just don't want to be in school. I don't like being, told what to do every day for your life. But I don't think school raises you at all or teaches you anything about how to be an adult or how to be like a regular human being out in society. Because like, I didn't even get taught how to do my own taxes. I didn't get taught anything about how to do taxes in school, in high school, middle school, nothing. Like I was taught how to write cursive. Like I don't,
When am
like
I
who
ever gonna
cares?
use cursive? I'm not.
I was taught about how to do a bunch of numbers. That's the only thing I liked about it, because I like most jobs. Like if you're in like construction or sports betting, you do a lot of numbers. So that's the only thing I liked about school was the numbers part. Like other than that, like I didn't get taught. I got taught about a bunch of history that there's a bunch of shit in the past that it's not the future.
I can't say that I didn't like going to school because I definitely made a good connection with a lot of people. But the only thing that ever benefited me at all is math.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yeah, learning how to freaking spell things and shit.
I
But
suck at spelling right now. Oh, and spelling I'm good at, but like pronouncing shit right now, I suck
being,
at it. I
being
stutter
grammatically
sometimes.
correct.
Yeah. I need to read a book or something.
Pronunciation, all sorts of things. I
Get
mean,
my
yeah, I'm
grammar
not
back up.
perfect by any means, but like, if I need to go back, I'll figure it out. The whole point is that it took me so long to go through school, and I don't use half the shit, more than half the things that I learned in school. I mean, and realistically, what kind of sucks now is that ChatGPT is like such a huge thing. AI is insane. Like you don't need school. Like
Yeah,
you
if you
literally
literally-
ask AI and it tells you. And
You
that's
can literally search up on Google any question you want, and I don't know when it started or what update it was, but ever since I started asking any question on Google, like on my Safari, the first thing that comes up was AI generated, blah 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 blah, blah, like all the answers. I'm like, what the hell did this shit come from? Like, and they're all correct answers. It's actually nuts.
They'll never not be. Einstein was like 160 or something.
His IQ?
And
Yeah.
then ChatGPT IQ of today is like
That ain't shit.
155.
But I had a 124 IQ after my sixth try. It took me like 6 times, but
It is not the same, bro. It is not the same. So far from
that's
it.
still a flex. I got over 100. I'm good.
There's a lot of buzz going around with like everything right now, such as investing in crypto stocks and side hustles. How do you feel about managing finances with this volatile community?
I don't know what community you're talking about, because
The economy.
Okay. I would say it's a little tough. Yeah, I make pretty decent money, but it's still hard to manage money because everything's so expensive. Like rent. I mean, not trying to put our business out there, but our rent's almost $4,000 at this house, and we're in a 4-bedroom house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's almost $4,000. That's insane. Like it's a regular, single family home, and we're
Nobody
paying
should be
almost
paying
$4,000
$4,000 in rent for a
and about $700
23,
in electric.
2,400 square foot 2-story house.
Yeah, no.
Realistically, like my parents' mortgage is almost half this shit.
So paying that much in just rent alone, not talking about like your car payment, your phone payment, insurance, like every other shit like that, even like food, like groceries. You can go to the grocery store and 4 or 5 years ago, and $200 worth of groceries is like a whole cart full of groceries. And now I go to Publix and I spend $400 on just getting like meat and other shit just to like eat good, like eat healthy. And it's like they're trying to make everything so expensive. It's so hard. It's hard to save money these days. You got to make at least like 40 to 50K a month to be like extra comfortable. Like, okay, I'm pushing on that.
Yeah. So
I would say like feel really good. Like
no,
wake
like
up.
5-10K a month. You're doing great. You were doing very great. There's a lot of families living off $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah, but if you're the only like man supporting the house and you make $5,000
yeah,
a
there's
month,
only
you pay
one
$3,000 a month for rent. You have $2,000 left over. You got $500 on groceries.
Between a mother and a father, if you're making $5 to $10,000 a month, both of you together, you guys are doing fine.
10K.
You guys
You're making 5K, you
will
gotta
make it
step it
through.
up.
You guys will make it just fine. My stance on that, I do a lot of the market trading. It had a boom, dude. It definitely had a boom. Everything went up, which is good. It's really good. I don't know how it is for future traders. I've seen something about how if crypto goes up, something bad about futures and trading of futures are bad. I don't understand that shit, so I'm not going to get into it. But, I mean, right now the market is about to take a huge pullback because everything's about to drop in price. And as soon as it takes a pullback, it's a huge buying opportunity for a lot of different people. And realistically, if you're looking into the market right now, you can buy stock just to have equity in something. I'm going to shoot you straight. This shit's going to double, triple, maybe even quadruple over the next 4 years of Trump's term. He's not even in office yet, and shit is booming.
All right, we're gonna get to the next question, but I don't like talking about this too much. I get bored. 'Cause I don't know shit that you're talking about.
If you want to learn, click the Discord link in my bio.
Do you think men and women are truly equal in society,
No.
or are we still living in a patriarch world,
I wouldn't call it patriarch. I'd just shoot it straight.
patriarchal or whatever the word is?
I would just shoot it straight how it is. I mean,
So-
a woman's good at what she does, and a man's good at what he does.
Yeah, I don't want to knock, men or women too bad, but I think men have a lot of responsibilities when it comes to money, protection, holding the shit down all on their shoulders. I think that's you're not gonna be able to live if a man ain't holding it down for you. But there's a lot of independent women out there, I will say, that work their asses off. I think it's great. And are able to afford everything in their house and take care of their kids and their family and other stuff like that. But I think women have their own role, and I think men have their own role. And I think if they follow those roles, they'll be chilling. But I don't think it's equal. I think a lot of men, I struggle with this sometimes because I look at shit and I'm like, there's no way a woman's gonna be able to do this, or there's no way a guy's gonna be able to do that. Then again, when it comes to cleaning and laundry, I'm a guy and I hate doing that shit. But when I'm in my feelings, or if I'm having a bad day or something like that, I'll clean the shit out of my room and I'll do hella laundry. And I don't really talk to nobody, or even if I do, I'm just probably having a bad day. I clean the shit out of everything. But I think women definitely have a better role. They probably enjoy doing shit like that. But I think guys have a little bit of a harder point.
No, what I think it is, I think
some
women hate
circumstances.
doing that shit. I think women do not like doing the dishes,
Hell
taking the
no.
trash out, cleaning, doing laundry, because that's what they're known to do.
No, I think they do like it because it gives them something to do. They're probably sitting at home bored all day, but at the same time, they can watch Netflix and shit all day, all they want. But if they get to look at a clean house all the time, that's what they want. That's what every woman wants, is just a clean house.
That's what I want.
I mean, unless they gotta clean nonstop all day and every day, and that shit's probably I hate this shit. But all right, next question: Is it ever okay to lie, even if it's for a good cause?
I don't want to be the guy to say no, but I would say yes. Personally, yes. I don't think lying is a good thing, but I mean, it could be the situation of, oh God, I'm gonna kill your mother if you don't lie. You know what I'm saying? It's endless. There's endless
Okay,
things
that's
to
a
say.
crazy point. I would say more of
It's not crazy. It's the truth.
I'm gonna surprise you for your birthday, so I'm gonna take you here, but you don't know about this. That's a good lie. But I would say there's no point in lying at all. I hate liars, and I hate people that just lie about random shit. And shit they don't even, it's not gonna start an argument, it's not gonna start a fight, shit like that. I hate that. Why would you lie? There's no point to lie. I'd rather you just tell me straight up, and we can either get pissed off at each other and talk about it, or not talk and then end up talking. We're chilling. That's literally all it takes. Any guy with a regular mindset would be all right, I'm just getting pissed off right now, and then just give me a little bit and I'll be fine. And we'll just be straight.
I don't know. Life or death situation, yeah, I'm lying the hell out of it. Sorry.
Hell yeah. What the fuck? But life or death. But other than that, no. There's
If
no
it's
point
some
to lie.
real shit like relationship or personal stuff, I don't see a point in lying about anything, because the truth always comes out. But if it's oh shit, I'm fitting to die if I don't lie, or someone in my family or someone that I love is gonna get hurt if I don't lie, or jail time if I don't lie, it's I don't know. It
All right.
depends.
This question right here. Do influencers have a responsibility to promote only positive, body-affirming content, or should they be free to post whatever they choose?
I think they should be free to post whatever they choose, and I think that's kind of why this generation's so mentally messed up, because they think that, that question right there is such a huge question. It's so hard to explain that, because, again, I think they should be able to do whatever they want to do, but with social media now, there's so many opinions that get involved. And I think that's what messes with a lot of people's emotions and social anxiety, mental health, mental clarity. There's so many things that ties to.
I would say I don't have a responsibility to only post body positivity, because anytime I do,
Or you
try
said
to
only body positivity?
no. Just
Or
like that's
just,
just an
like-
example.
Oh.
I'd say anytime I do post like a body positivity post, there's always that one fucking 300-pound hog that's in my comments, just like, oh, you're getting fat, you're getting chunky, you don't look the same, you look different.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you're literally like pushing 300.
Chill out. Don't
Like,
be mean.
all right, listen here, baby girl, you're literally pushing like 300, and you're trying to tell me about my body?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
come on,
I ain't
stop.
gonna lie, like
just stop.
people on my Snap, like I posted, or Marissa posted on my story, her little fit check for her lunch meal.
And let me guess, it was some hog just
It
commenting.
wasn't a hog, but dude, I
She
mean,
probably
she's just
hog.
like a 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
In your opinion, but
talking
you know, the
about-
guys have
yeah,
no,
in my opinion.
the guys that have no, like, you know, morals, they'll
No
just go
morals
for
or
that, hit that
standards,
shit on a
yes.
drunk night.
Probably not, honestly. I'm not even gonna say anything, but respectfully,
Like, if you're not the
do-
prettiest person in
do
the
a
world, there's no point in putting your
self-check.
opinion on it.
Do a self-check before you comment on someone else's body, because the first thing that she said was, actually, let me read this, because I took a screenshot of it. Oh, someone said, oh, she's mid at best.
That's a hog, bro. I'm telling you.
I
Like,
just-
hogs. Like, she's
excuse me,
pushing
Lord.
250.
Excuse
like,
me, Lord.
Jesus.
I don't know about 250, but she's
No, she's
definitely
definitely like 200,
she's definitely
215.
up there. It's just a respectful thing, man. I don't understand.
Like, how the hell are you gonna say someone else is mid when you look like that? Like, it's not. And then you can't even get mad whenever we clap back at you, like, oh, you're a damn hog. Like, in my words, I'm gonna tell you, you're a hog.
But they get so
you comment on
butthurt.
me,
They
then
get
they get so hurt. You're like, oh,
butthurt.
all you do is disrespect women and all this shit. No, shorty, I'm calling you a fucking hog because you said I look fat. So I'm gonna say exactly what you look like, and that's a damn oink oink. Like, leave me alone. Leave me out of it. Like, what the hell?
I don't know. It's just like you don't be
so then-
disrespectful and don't expect it not to come back. I mean,
But I do think
that's a get what you give type thing.
I think a lot of girls I know that are sweet just by the way they comment and stuff, I will comment back like positive things about them, like, oh, you're pretty too, like blah 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 blah, like you're pretty. Or if anybody's like picking on them in the comments, in my comments, I'll just be like, no, she's pretty. Unless she's saying some fucked up shit about me, then nah. You better hope for the best so I don't see your comment whenever you say something under my post that's bad, because I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna get on you hard. I'm gonna make it hurt. I'm gonna make it to where it hurts. I'm gonna make you like regret what you said
Okay,
for the next
next
2
question.
months. Sorry, hate people like that.
Topic, anything. I don't care.
Should wealthy people be expected to pay higher taxes to fund social programs, or is that unfair?
I think it's unfair, but at the same time, it should be a tax write-off. They shouldn't
Okay,
be.
yeah, tax write-off
They shouldn't
is-
be held accountable for paying for those types of programs. I think they should want to pay for those programs. Again, for tax write-off reasons and to support a community. But
I
I
like
don't
this.
think that I don't agree that people that make more money should be taxed more to support lower income families, because that's no one else's fault. You know, it could be some really bad circumstances to where you got stuck in this situation, and I promise you, there's a place. I promise you, there's a program. I promise you, there's something that will help you get out of the situation you're in financially, mentally, whatever it is. And there's people willing to help you. And a lot of people ask me this all the time, like, what would you do if you were in that position? I promise you, I would find a will. And if there's a will, there's a way. And I can't say that anymore.
I will say I always shake back through any situation. You always got to. Like, whether you're depressed, whether you're sad, you always have to shake back, which means like get back on your feet. You always got to be able to take that step and get back to
I
your
just
feet.
lost 16 grand. You don't think I wanted to hop out of a window?
Like, whether you're sad, you're mad, you're pissed off, you're heartbroken, anything, you always got to get back up and pick yourself back up. Whether it's you depend on other people or you don't. Like, do it yourself, or
If I
have people around you that
if
will
I
help
sit
you.
here and look
So,
butthurt and act butthurt about something that I can't control anymore, I'll never move forward with life, and it doesn't sit right in me. I'm not a fucking bum. I'm not gonna sit back and cry and bitch about something that I'll never get back. You know, by God, if we could find the person who did it, I would be happy, because it's not the fact that I'd be getting my shit back. It's more the fact that we could stop someone from doing something. With inflation, rising living costs, do you feel optimistic or anxious about financial independence? And that kind of goes back to what we were just speaking
yeah,
on.
I don't feel anxious. I feel like everybody's going to have their time. I feel like everybody in the United States, if you have a little bit of urge or a little bit of work ethic or anything to make money or support your family, I think you'll definitely be set in the next year or two.
And I
if you work your ass
definitely,
off.
I definitely don't want to bring religion in this, but I will say 100%, if you do believe in God, I believe
Yeah,
He
just
will
pray.
bless you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, literally just pray. I'm telling you.
You don't even have to
It
pray.
works. No,
Just
you
talk
gotta
to
pray. I'm
God.
telling you.
Talk to God. Speak about your issues. If you believe in God,
It works.
will
I'm
prevail.
telling y'all, it works.
The wellness space is consistently evolving. Are there any new fitness trends that you think that have made a difference in your life?
I would say like more like physique. Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I was going for like to get as big as I can, like swole. But I see like my face getting chunkier and like just parts of like my back and stuff that are getting like more meat. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. I like the way I look when I'm like skinnier, but like also like built. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like more muscle on me, but still like toned and nice, and my physique is better rather than me just being like big body and huge, like big.
I
But
don't know. I never really cared to be huge.
then again, I'm not gonna like beat myself up over if a guy on TikTok or Instagram just looks like crazy god physique, and I'm just like here, and I'm like I feel like I look good, but he looks way better. Like I'm not gonna compare myself too much. I will compare a little bit. Like damn, he looks good, but like I'll look good eventually. Give him some
Yeah,
time.
I mean, seeing social media influencers are just.
I think that's what fucks people or breaks people a lot is comparing themselves to everybody else all the time. Unless you're homeboys, I like competition. I think it's fun. But other than that, yeah, I want to beat them up over it. Like I think everybody's gonna end up getting their physique if they, work their ass off. That'd be good.
Yeah, it's all in moderation. Eating, working out, time consuming.
Just being active. I'm telling you, just be active. Whether you don't like working out, lifting weights, just be active. If you be active, your brain will be healthier or like clear. You'll sleep more. You'll sleep better. What else? I mean, your calories, you've been burning calories. Like whether you go on a walk or something with your dog or something, like anything, just be
Like,
outside,
At
active.
my
Get
peak
some
bulk,
sun.
I was at like 210, and I did not feel good. Like I just felt so tired. My face was bloated. I had so much blood going to my hands. Like I felt terrible. But now I'm back at like 195, and like I'm cruising around the area, and I feel great. I don't feel out of shape. I'm still somewhat decently strong, but like I'm not going for really anything crazy. Like would I like to see abs and stuff like that? Yeah, cool, but I'm grateful for what I have, and
I'm trying to get slim waist snatched. I'm
It's-
trying to
it's gonna
snatch my
happen.
shit.
it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it do its time. Everything
Like
comes,
Glorilla.
Everything comes with time. How do you feel about unconventional career paths like content creation and freelance work? Are they viable long term?
We talked about this on the last podcast a little bit.
I mean, I've been doing this for 5-6 years, I guess. I don't even know quick math, but whatever.
That's pretty long.
2019,
About 4 or 5 years.
or the end of 2018 is really kind of when I started doing it. I mean, it's been doing fine for me. I've been pulling 6 figures a year for the past 3-4 years. But I mean, even not making 6 figures in 2019 to 2020, I still think that's pretty good because I wasn't far from 6 figures. But
I pulled my first 6 figures 2020.
that's what I'm saying, though. It's like it's
And
not
it
that
came
bad
fast. When I
because
tell you it came fast, it came fast, and it blew faster. I blew through it faster than
well, I'm
I
saying
made
Trump was in office during that time, so the
it.
money
Also, COVID and everything.
the money
helped.
thing wasn't that big of a deal. Like
Yeah.
we could make that much money and it wouldn't matter.
Y'all will see through everything. Y'all will see through it. Y'all, I promise y'all, there will be another path that y'all will see. And you're
Ooh.
going to look good, and you're going to make a lot of money.
Another
Not
thing
money.
that I want to get on as well, there's another platform, I can't remember the name of it, and I don't want to promote it just yet because I don't want to speak on it. But I will say that Trump is heavy on getting rid of TikTok just because it is a Chinese platform. But the American-made platforms such as Meta, like Facebook, Instagram,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Snapchat, those stocks are going to go through the roof if TikTok gets banned.
TikTok can get mad.
Which, again, is not really a bad thing because it's going to boost all your other socials and new platforms for new trends and stuff like that, which I believe is a good thing. So I'm not really against moving away from TikTok. But at the same time, it's gonna hurt our generation because they're gonna be left like, oh shit, like what do we do now?
What do you think about the whole Brianna chicken fry situation with Zach Bryan?
I'd take that $12 million and shut the fuck up.
Hell no. I'll show
But-
my ass. I'll take the $12 million and still
I
show my
promise
ass.
you,
I'll
I
see you
don't-
in court.
I don't know I don't know if that she could do that, but anywho,
She probably has $12 million.
I'm sure she does, but I'm saying like I would definitely take the $12 million and just shut the fuck up, because at that
Hell
point,
nah.
it's just feelings.
Then
and
what about the
emotions.
next girl? What about the next girl that he does the same exact
Okay,
thing?
the
Like, who
next
knows
girl-
behind closed doors if he was like abusing her, like hitting her or something? Then
What
it could really be
what
like.
I'm trying to
hell
get
no.
at is if the next girl goes after him after finding out that she took $12 million to shut the fuck up, that's her own damn fault.
Yeah. But I think that's crazy.
That's my whole take on
her.
it.
I mean, what she's doing right now is a little crazy. I think it's hilarious. I think it's crazy but hilarious.
She's like low key, like slight
Just
dissing
dissing him on everything. I think her and Morgan, he can't even, like he said that she couldn't even listen to another artist, another music artist like Morgan Wallen. Like what was the song? Last night we let that song.
Yeah, last night.
Like he tripped on her. What the fuck?
I guess it died.
Because she was listening to that or singing that song. I was like, that's like insecurity too. It's
Yeah,
fine. He
I don't
also
know.
is like what 5'5", 5'8". Like he's
Oh,
a short little man.
I think he's got a lot of issues, especially with him being in the military and stuff. I think a lot of it messed with his head.
insecurity issues. Yeah.
Anywho, last thing I'm going to speak on is like the Gaza crisis and the military pullback. Like, with all like the world leaders and stuff now pretty much bowing down to Trump, letting him know like, okay, we know you're in office now. We're gonna chill the fuck
He's,
out.
I mean, in office, and they're
I
already
know,
talking
that's what
about
I'm saying.
stopping
They're
every
already
bit
talking
of
about
war.
stopping the wars and stuff.
Pulling
and
soldiers out of
pulling soldiers
Ukraine.
back out of military war zones.
That's
and stuff.
crazy.
And what's so crazy to me is Kamala talking about there's nobody in war zones. Like the whole fucking video that blew up with the soldiers across the country talking about what the fuck are we doing here? Like, dude, this is so insane to me. I don't understand how these politicians can say these stupid things and get away with it. Like, I'm so glad that video was made. That was hilarious.
She literally told everybody on herself that she's just a dumb,
a narcissistic, stupid ass liar.
Yeah, but I think after all those questions, we're gonna close at that, and we love y'all, and we'll have another guest for y'all soon. We're just working. It's a work in progress. We're taking it slow. We're gonna change the whole backdrop, change the podcast a little bit, and we'll switch something up. So y'all stay tuned. Bye.